Alrighty, I am back. Thank you everyone for sticking around, I really do appreciate it. So, we are jumping back into my playthrough of Warhammer 40k Rogue Trade. So, let's get into it. And just get everyone switched over. Go. Let's get this to that. Hey, excellent. Right, continue. So, I think last we left off, we left the planet Rykad, that's it, which is currently in the midst of a heretical uprising, and we were going to head to Rykad. One of these has got, well, that's where the Navigators' sanctum is. So that's why you have to actually play this game. I mean, even named in the game, not actually finishing it should be in the... Yeah! How are you named in the game? Is that Kickstarter? Named in the We Thank These People list. Oh shit. Cool. Right, well, we've not explored this place, so I think we'll explore this place. But... Right. Boxmaster Vigis says, Lord Captain, I'm sorry to disturb you. Vigis pauses as if listening to something. There's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I can hear Master Rosarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Oh shit, okay. Yep, cool. Is everything coming through alright? You can hear me, game's not too loud. Come on. Okay, right, what the hell is going on here? The fuck do you want? The everyday sounds of the bridge are disrupted by voices raised in anger. Abelard's voice, the loudest of all. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out of Arnalak. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Avrilla Vent. The young woman standing before Abelard strives with all her might not to quail under the onslaught of her superior's anger. She falters, but then manages to look him in the eye and say, I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Why? Yeah, very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, but not least because I see you have already seen fit to disturb him. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence toward a higher-ranking officer will be logged on your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avril Vent. Vent, okay. Requesting permission to speak. Vent falls silent and then adds rashly, on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. Okay. Right. You may speak, but I want to hear a report, not a shouting match. Having two officers bickering in full view of the bridge is unacceptable. I'm sorry, Lord Captain. I thought that drastic times call for drastic measures, Vent exclaims hotly. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I'm convinced that this step is unwarranted, and the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Vent is almost trembling with tension as she delivers her speech, face extremely pale. Wait, what the fuck is going on in the lower decks? Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out skeptical half. He glances at Saddleback, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wessarian and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we'll have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Ben reels off the last words as though she knows them by heart. She's clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she's finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then at you. There's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship and no one has informed me? I would not deem the problem worthy of the rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we were still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution, and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Abelard scoffed. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless, as for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. But on this ship, the word of the Lord Captain carries more weight than the salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that if the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly, he will quell the unrest. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you will ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I've already given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your lordship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. How did this start? The situation could boil over at any minute, so I'll give you the condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported out the chain immediately, arranged for cleansing rite to be performed, opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tensions between enforcers and workers to a head. Where does Seneschal Rosarian come into this? I shall explain. Abelard intones grimly. I beg you to hurry, time is running out. I will not hurry, since my competence is under scrutiny. I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way of things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that I have always handled internal problems myself, so, of course, when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora von Valencius will find refuge on her ship. You are far too heavy-handed, Seneschal Rosarian. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors. It's driven the people to the brink, Vance says bitterly. Now there's a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection, but when I reported my concerns, the only response I received was the order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? Hey, TradAAAH, how's it going? Nice. Right. What do you have to say to all this? I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. I wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions for yourself. I have no objections. Okay. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower deck, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harbouring heretics. That way, you will stop the uprising before it begins. Right. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of generational labourers. They are not as valuable to your ship as families who have served its specialised systems for generations. They're easily replaceable resource, and one which is now, more besides, giving succour to cultists and minions of the Arch Enemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst that means drunken fights and illegal rock uprooting. We have handled the workers at Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again if the crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind is the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located in one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens has a knock-on effect in all the neighbouring sectors. Right, okay. Master at Arms, the ship's enforcers report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Jocasta Sauerbeck. Okay. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge my superiors. Sarback bows her head in Abelard's direction. However, a moment later, a serpentine smile appears on her lips. That being said, while I entirely share Master Wazarian's opinions on what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself has introduced. What? Mistress Sarback, I see you've decided to follow the Lieutenant's example after all. Such behaviour does you no credit. Sarback, explain yourself. The ship's regulations state that the Master-at-Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has a tendency to show partiality. Those enforcers and officers whom he has deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Wazarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has record of fostering students who have indeed achieved much and demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extends such patronage over the head of their immediate superior encourages disregard for the hierarchy among your lordship's servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master-at-Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow they will go to the Lord Captain to object with the Seneschal's order. I notice a pattern in these situations. Okay, interesting. Abelard, do you wish to respond? Mistress Sarback, can you recall an occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior, or one where I would overrule their order, or show favoritism to those who merited none? None, Seneschal, for there have been no such cases in the entire time I have served aboard the ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have them pay for insulting your honour with blood. Your conduct in this regard always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the propriety of junior officers, inflate their sense of self-importance, and undermine discipline. That you distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officers' deck handing out gifts to officers who have caught your eye. It fills those you set apart with ambition and audacity, makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters ready to die, their fate entrusted to their commander and no one else. That is the sole foundation of order. Right. Lieutenant Venn, would you say that the Seneschal has singled you out from your peers in any way? Lord Captain, I swear that Seneschal Wazarian has never granted me any privileges, never once advocated for me, nor facilitated my promotions. Although he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place. He has offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful to him. And while not all my fellows receive such attention, I know of at least a dozen fine officers whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure they continue to strive. To prepare new generations of the dynasty's servants, to instruct them, and to separate those with potential from those who have exhausted it. That is my duty as Seneschal. The ship has bays worthy of pilots, enforcers, officers, technicians, and stewards, whom I have raised personally. By the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now was my student at one point. I see. Ah, that seems fair. Ace is tough, pure white version. It's quite nice. We were run on all 3D mark benchmarks, played some SCR and Analog 2. Nice. Evidently, my officers are anything but shining example of unity and adherence today. I have myself to blame, I suppose. Right. Right. I've had enough. I'll go down to the lower decks and deal with this problem personally. Praise the Emperor, Vent cannot contain her relief. Thank you, Lord Captain. Abelard grits his teeth slightly. An Enterprise boarding on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I categorically insist that I escort you. Fair. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation which led to your and the Seneschal's involvement. I consider it my duty to go to Depot 4 myself and see the expedient resolution of the incident. Sure. To Deck 4! Oh, to Bay 4, right. Oh, hang on. We're taking a party with us. Oh, shit. Okay, well, yeah. Okay. I suppose we're taking the whole crew then, aren't we? Is this actually going to end in a fight? Hopefully not. If it does end in a fight, then fuck them. But if it doesn't end in a fight, awesome. Right.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay. Oh, I didn't see what that said. Hey, it's Missourian. Take that scum. Excuse the seriously. Okay. It's all his fault, all of it. What? Wow, okay. Abelard reflexively wipes the sweat from his brow in a startlingly human gesture and a telling one. A rare moment where he allows his age and weariness to show through his armor-like veneer of self-assurance. The lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I dearly regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. Right. Here they were shouting your name. I'm more concerned that they chuck shit at you. Shouting your name. Of course they were. The organisation and daily routine life of the ship rests upon my shoulders. The mountain of challenges and problems for which I endeavour to insulate you, Lord Captain. The situation on the lower decks has been a cause for concern, and I have intervened personally on more than one occasion. That must be why they remember me. They do not know your face. To them, you are akin to a creature of legend, one who has stood on the steps of the Golden Throne, no less. Whereas I am the man whose name is attached to every order, docking rations or lowering the base heating. Right. These people dare to disrespect a senior officer. They would not have the chance to express such disrespect if we were not here, and a situation had been dealt with by the relevant officers, Abelard grimaces. So junior officers were worst failing to pass the problem up the chain of command. What? No. I have never been able to abide it. I shall say again, it was a mistake to come here on Lieutenant Vent's whim, Lord Captain. No, that's not... Okay. I must admit that the Lieutenant is by no means the worst material for an officer, Abelard adds peevishly. But in the name of terror, the girl is the same age as my eldest great-granddaughter, and she has the gall to tell me how to manage the lower decks and hunt down cultists. There will be another 20 years at least before she can be trusted without oversight. Let's keep moving, we need to get to the bottom of this. Alright. Wow, nobles from the upper decks here to see us. Something resembling a nest made out of thermal insulation material. Must be where the workers sleep between shifts.
Miscalculations are for commoners. I don't make mistakes.
Right, okay.
I make profitable learning experiences.
Yeah, okay. So... Right. Well, we may as well have a little look around, I guess. Lower decks rabble.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
Born in a sector, looks like I'll die here too. Yeah, Abelard. Right, okay. Yeah, Abelard, you're not really helping. Let's go after those guys who chuck shit at you. Let's do that. Greetings, your graces, right. So these dickheads got to go.
This could be an opportunity.
Off we go. Container can be seen beyond the massive bars. Perhaps examining the pipe will allow you to reach. Okay. Okay. There's no option to examine it, is there? What? Okay. Ah, there we go.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright. Do anything with this? No, I cannot. Okay. I should do anything with this shit. That's not what I want to do. Ow. So, okay. I can't mess with that shit. I'll talk to you. Emperor save us and keep us. This is depressing. Ah, okay. Well, I can't interact with the vents.
You are authorized.
Can I get you to mess with this shit? Do I not have the tech skill to mess with it?
I know how to take risks.
Where is this then? Yeah, I can't actually mess with this, so... Okay. Odd. Just did that.
Is there money to be made?
Probably. I have no idea how to get that. Right. Who the hell just chucked a load of shit at, Oh, nobles from the upper decks here to see us? Yes. The valves that we can't seem to do anything with. Goods. See if there's anything useful in here. Probably not. Medium, servo skill, anti-gravity compiler, and insurance. Yep, sure. Inside the box, a string of scratch letters runs along the edge. Different first names, the same surname. Looks like this box has been passed down in a family from generation to generation. Huh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've got no idea how to interact with this because it's not letting me. It's not letting me mess with any of these valves or anything. Hey, Sir Schutzer, how's it going? Welcome in. How does co-op work in this game? I don't know. I don't know if there is actual co-op in this. Might be a case of you use Steams, play together.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Fate and fortune favor the bold.
I did not know. Kill them all. These are our people, sort of. Okay, right, so we can't
Always
even...
keep your eye on the prize.
Right, so we can't go through that door. And I guess... if we go over here. We can't go through that door to chase the people that chucked a load of shit at, Abelard. Can't mess with any of these valves. Oh shit. Hello there. There's something happening. What's going on? Avril event. The sounds of a heated discussion reverberate through the ship's bays. Lieutenant Avril event of the ship's enforcers is barring the path of her supervisor, Master at Arms Jocasta Salvac, who has arrived clad in armor. Judging by her expressions and tone, the standoff dragged on for some time already and has now reached boiling point. Oh shit. No. Lieutenant Vent, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order, now get out of my way. I cannot comply with that order, ma'am. Vent looks shaken, but there's fire in her eyes. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. First officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. Bloody hell. Ha! So not all of my lessons have fallen on deaf ears, Abelard mutters in crabby approval. He does not clarify whether he means Vent or Sauerback looming over her or both. Your lordship, noticing you, the 2 officers snap to attention and salute. Their subordinates following suit a moment later. What's the situation? Right. Encounter locals on the way here. The conduct was outrageous. They even tried to throw things at us. Speak to the strikers. Give the assault unit permission to open fire. No. Right. What's the situation? Your lordship, my people have locked down the bay where the strikers are, including their leaders. We have the situation under control as far as our resources allow. Under control, Lieutenant? I came here to lead an investigative unit, and what do I see? The rabble is on the verge of mutiny. There is nothing to investigate. This simply calls for immediate repressions of firing squads, and you, Vent, are a step away from facing charges yourself. We encountered some locals on the way. That conduct was outrageous. They even tried to throw shit at us. No, I want to speak to the strikers. Abelard's mouth twists, but he restrains himself and says nothing. Right you are, Lord Captain. Allow me to wish you good luck. Hope gleams in Lieutenant Ben's eyes. Okay, right. Before I do that, there was something else I want to have a look at over here. Huge pipes to the arteries of the ship, run through many bays, doing all that. Yeah, that doesn't help me get the thing that was over there. Okay. So, I suppose they're this way then, aren't they? Yeah, then, let's drop a save. 125. Children are freezing, we've done nothing wrong, we're being punished. Okay. Oops. Wishing to raise his nobles. Right. A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks. You take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation, from the barely discernible to strange to the outright grotesque. Great. For Depot 4! Wait, are they pushing in? What's going on? Oh, someone's bowing to authority. Right. A whisper passes through the crowd, and you detect a mixture of fear, astonishment, and joy in their reactions. Finally, 3 people break away from the crowd, an elderly woman and 2 men. These must be their leaders. They bow clumsily before you. Lord Captain, you have come down to see us. Tell me, what's troubling you? Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your lordship, says a tall, thin man in workers' garb. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Old man. Shut up, Rivet, snaps the old woman, who turns her hostile dark eyes to you. Here's the deal, your lordship. You damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. If they want to punish someone, they turn off the heating to the whole base for a week at a time, so we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of those enforcers. The old woman spits on the floor and rubs the spittle with toe of her worn-out shoe. Argenta does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well up in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. It's all true. Vent is the only officer who stood up for us. It is clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up amidships with no fellow feeling towards us. The grim man with a scarred face throws up his arms. Your lordship, we're no villains here. We're just honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder, we went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. Investigation started. Was there nothing, you say? Saw that one of you found in possession of a cultist amulet, and they're heretics hiding here. Yeah, I was told that one of you is found in possession of a cultist amulet, and that there are heretics hiding here. Cultist amulet? What's that? The Gugor... What? The Gugor they found on dead drunkard. If it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcer just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation would be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people. There have been no new faces around. Definitely not. And if there were, we'd be the first to report them. As for this amulet, or whatever it was, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. But when the fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. Boots they came back with. Nobody's ever treated these decks, tread these decks in boots so fine, I can tell you. Seems to me these cultists had better commanders than us. Oh, you should not have said that. Oh yeah, those boots really were fine, and there was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here, we all worship the Emperor, and when we're working, we bow down before the machine spirits, the large and small transformers, and the servo motor, the same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by tech priests who came calling. Believe us, your lordship, we're people of the faith. I confirm the information regarding the proper tending of the machine spirits in this sector. Servitors indicate that these commoners are performing the sacraments they are permitted to know. Naive children. Weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the archenemy's creations? Weren't you warned that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told that, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in a sector, it was just after I'd had my third little one. That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when the beasts crawl out of the amulets you stole from the heretics? The Holy Father who was not there, or the scavenger who brought evil down on himself and his neighbours? Right. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? Here's an explanation for you. The people have been pushed to their limit, and now they're lashing out. As if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here. Like that one, the lieutenant went there past. Our clans are all inside the bay. It's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who've had just about enough. They're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up. Death squads have just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. The minister succeeded. Their words seem sincere to you. Body language and glances traded between them reveal that news of the attack has shocked them. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Right. Abelard, do you have anything to add? I authorize the use of all necessary measures to locate Chaos Worshippers hiding in this sector. The specific steps taken by the officers were not reported to me. Abelard frowns, clearly disgruntled by having to explain himself in the workers' presence. Nevertheless, I am certain that their actions were justified. Cultists are no drunken stevedores. They are the enemy and the threat to the ship. Neutralizing them demands decisive action. Right. Saddleback, was it really necessary to talk to these people with cold? The rabble understands only one language, Lord Captain, that of violence. As per regulation, should the labourers persist in their unwillingness to cooperate, the next step is limiting air supply and cutting off water, which is almost certain to restore order. The peasants can grumble all they want, but in the end, they are the source of their own misery. All they have to do is bow their heads and fall in line, and the need for punitive measures will disappear. Right. Yeah, okay. Sure. What changes do you want? Don't you look at this? The exalted Lord Captain himself is asking us build rats what we want. Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damned enforcers, quit turning off the heat, and stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms, and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves and these cultists and do show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now, and getting rid of these club-wielding thugs can only improve things around here. That's not going to happen. You've gone too far, old man. They'll never let us maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. They'll probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks too. As for weapons, what do we need it for? For all the first days out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbour out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find scavengers who robbed the cultists' bodies, and we'll talk to them one lower deck to another. If there are any more of those damned amulets about, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. Okay. You speak for yourself and your clan. I'll speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures. I want real change. I'll promise us the world now. As soon as the Anointed One turns his back, these brutes will be on us even harder than before. Well, because we dared to speak out? No. The tall worker's eyes dart between the two arguing leaders. Every few seconds he opens his mouth as if planning to agree, but each time he falls silent, simply making a few vague noises of approval. Thoughts Abelard, Master at Armed, Quadrant. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands will be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands of because withdraw those. Yeah. Give the order to the enforcers to be withdrawn. No. And be given weapons. Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Yeah, thoughts, Abelard? A story about going scavenging for boots and accidentally picking up a heretical amulet doesn't convince me. These people were moments away from rebelling, and possibly becoming minions of the archenemy. We must not give them what they want. Even if they did acquire something innocently, purely out of their own stupidity, that does not mean they are not tainted with corruption. What begins as petty thievery can turn into a far greater problem. I've seen it before. Ablard's face darkens momentarily. In my second war, there was a sergeant in the Imperial Guard regiment that was stationed nearby. The sergeant took an ordinary pocket knife from the body of a heretic, and his whole unit lost their lives for it. When they finally managed to break into the barracks, they found not a single survivor, only the pocket knife, which had grown through all the rows of beds like metal choking vine. Like a metal choking vine. So when it comes to scavengers, malcontents, strikers, or whatever they'll turn into next, my verdict is simple: give them no quarter. Master at Arms, where do you stand? Give the rabble a grox, and they'll take an agri-world, Lord Captain. They only understand brute force and will interpret any concession as a sign of weakness. Giving them weapons and recalling enforcers would be folly. It would only be a matter of time before we had full-scale mutiny on our hands. Right. So, spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands will be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. Withdraw those demands and we'll consider the rest. Conversion test succeeded, yes. The tall worker they call Rivet shrugs and casts a sidelong look at the old woman. Oh, Nan, listen! Listen! The Lord Captain himself has come down to us and is offering concessions. And I don't know a single person in the whole of Depot 4 has ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talk back to them. Back down. Now's no time for you to be stubborn old crone. Okay, 28 XP. Nice. Listen to us, old Nan. The 3 clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. The old woman hisses in dissatisfaction. You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman. And I'll shut up. I will, indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with the enforcers, make your peace. That may be a problem. She might need to be removed. Forcefully. Continue. That's great. Fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. Then it's decided. Persecution will stop, and I'll expect you to assist in locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. Yep, it's decided. Let's go for it. Persecution will stop, but you guys fucking better watch out for more shit that you don't understand and yell about it when you find it. Your Lordship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Route cargo fuel provisions. Okay, or whatever. Continue. Of course, your Lordship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than the enforcers, and we'll have no stone unturned. Good. Excellent. Cool. It's not clear if anything will change, but we'll have mercy. This is complete bedlam. Hang on. What did you just say?
Look no further.
I will lead us to fortune.
Right. Cool. This page is where the start of each shift is marked. The last mark is missing. The workers went on strike. Fine that. Ooh. Stuff, potentially. Multi-key. Memory glass. Yeah, sure. Heat sink warms the air around it to scorching temperature. This is the warmest part of the bay. The workers are even drag deck chairs down here. Huh. Yeah, because then being frozen to death as punishment. Okay, right. Now, I have one last look at trying to interact with this ship, but I don't think I can. Yeah, container can be seen beyond the massive bars, perhaps examining the pipe will allow you to move the ship. Well, I can't examine the pipe because that's the only thing that you can examine. Don't think that's working properly. Cool, well, we're done. Oh, okay. Yes, Abelard. Stopping unexpectedly, Abelard imperiously dismisses the unit to stand at a distance and addresses your other companions, saying, I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Abelard looks at you. Here, last vestiges of restraint vanish. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, the rabble will welcome them with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like, because they see you as a weak leader. I doubt that. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valancius Protectorate? Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. Some truth to your criticism. Let's talk about your role in all this instead. You allowed this revolt to happen. Your actions practically guaranteed that it would. Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. But why did you have to be the one to do it? And did you consider what it might cost you? I would have handled the situation myself had you not decided to intervene, Abelard says irascibly. Remember Lord Captain Theodora, do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers, while she dedicated herself to her grand designs for the Protectorate, as any true strategist and rogue trader ought to. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. As a new Lord Captain aboard the ship, I will not repeat her mistake. I'd be only too willing to trust my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation had spiraled out of your control, Abelard. Give me a reason why I should continue listening to your advice and trusting your judgment right now. There's... Ooh, okay. Right, I'd only be too willing to trust in my seneschal and not fill my head with such matters, but the situation spiraled out of your control, Abelard. Yeah, we were gonna have a mutiny, like an actual mutiny. Again. I'm not gonna say that, because that's just gonna piss him off. I'm not gonna say that, because that's just gonna piss him off. Yeah. The situation has spiraled out of your control. Abelard's face relaxes slightly. You're right. At least as concerns junior officers making complaints directly to you. And, Abelard sat straight at attention. I lost my temper, Lord Captain. I believe I ought to explain myself. Abelard speaks slowly, the words not coming easily to him. The prosperity of the Von Valancius Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for a chance to see it flourish. It was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the sign of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new rules and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known. I come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant frontiers on scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire Protectorate rested on my shoulders. And then suddenly everything that had been built over the years and years began to quake, rattling like a flimsy hanger on a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us all. The rogue trader was killed, and who knows what is happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. Theodore trusted in established practices, and she died. I won't make the same mistake. If you want to keep building a future, stop living in the past. I understand you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain and Rogue Trader, accept it, and start living in a new world. World where Theodore is gone, and you and I have new decisions to make. Prosperity is just as important to me. You're the only person that has comprehensive knowledge of how things are run on the ship. I think in future I'll follow your recommendations. I value what Theodore created and trust in that this situation is an aberration of the ship's otherwise smooth operation. Since established procedures are working, I see no reason to change them. I've seen plenty of sentiment and hand-wringing in recent days, but very little competence. I have no plans to rely on your judgment, and we've tried these procedures if you... Fuck, hell. Thinking in future, I'll follow your recommendations. Why can't we work together, dude? The procedures aren't working because they nearly led to a mutiny. I trust Abelard is doing what he thinks is best. It's just that what he thinks is best may be short-sighted. Start living in the new world, a world where Theodore is gone, and where you and I have new decisions to make. Yeah. I understand, but you need to learn how to respect me as your Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in the new world, a world where Theodore is gone, and where you and I have new decisions to make. That's the most compromise I can come up with, I think, of these options. Yeah, new decisions to make. Abelard solemnly inclines his head. Yes, Lord Captain. After a moment's silence, he adds, looking at you with interest. Your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment, should my old habits ever begin to creep back in. Okay, cool. And now, please, let us leave the lower decks. If the Rogue Trader desires to stretch his legs, there are far more suitable places. Cool. Alright. I want the loot in the pipes, but I can't mess with it. Yeah, whatever.
Let us not dawdle.
Let's get out of here. Alright, cool. So, that was a pretty positive outcome, actually. Both for the lower deckers, the enforcers, and Abelard himself. And my professional relationship with Abelard. Yeah. That could have gone worse. That could definitely have gone worse. Right, cool. Ready for orders, Lord Captain. Alright, is there anything else that we need to do? Not here. I don't believe so. Right. Okay, so we were heading here. Begin scan. What have we got here? Arcadiphilia, the prison planetoid, yes. This is where we want it to be. And we'll take the whole team. Of course. Right, interesting. Interesting that that's just happened as well. Oh, enemy thought the agri-dancer formed from an unseen sensor, swung by a seraphim whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God has lent thee by these angels, he hath sent thee respite and repent from thy memories of Lenore Croft. O quaff this kind Nepentine and forget his lost Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Okay. Interesting. Alright.
Over there!
Ooh, loot! Oh, fuck. Okay. Come in, escort. This is Captain Vahari. Escort, please come in. Uh-oh. Pilot Raquel. Pale young woman looks at you with a mixture of hope and disbelief swirling in her eyes. You notice her hands trembling as she clutches her weapons. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saints' teeth. I thought you'd never come. Abelard teaches a different note. I'm Rotator Avon Valencius now. Bow before the illustrious Avon Valencius. No. What happened here? Right, I'm Rogue Trader Avon Valencius. Now introduce yourself. At once, sir, the woman stands to attention. Captain Raquel Vakari. servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of the shuttle. It's an honor to be greeting His Lordship von Valancius. Right. Hey, Spotty, how's it going? Oh,
Oh, hell no!
I think you are the 5th person to have used that word properly, possibly. But yes, we've got quite a lot of viewers today. We had a large raid earlier today. Good number of people have stuck around, which I appreciate. I hope everyone is enjoying. How are you doing, Spotty? Right, right, what happened here? There's been a prison riot on this planetoid. Sadly, it's being led by the prison warden himself, the Honourable Anathagon Castigela. He has allied himself with the rabble that he himself was supposed to watch, and declared Ricadi Filia to be independent of authority of the system's lawful governor. Fucking hell. And came here as a shuttle pilot alongside the Honourable Evane Winterscale, son of Caligos Winterscale. Rogue trader, vanquisher of Xenos, forever triumphant over the enemies of humanity. She details, enunciating every word of her overlord's title. Young Lord Winterscale wished to speak to the warden personally so he could put an end to this lawless treason. He and his escort went ahead. She grows paler. I haven't been able to contact them over the box in a very long time now. You were late to arrive on Ricadi Philip. Okay, interesting. Shit. We may have caused a problem. That got modded because I have set the word viewers as spam, because pretty much the only chatters that use the word viewers are scam bots. Yeah, like I said, of the entire, 2 years and 4 months that I've been streaming, I think you're the 5th person to have used the word viewers legitimately. Like, the 5th actual person to have used that word. So, that's why it's blocked. Your Twitch voyeurs. Well, you certainly are. Right. Tell me about this planetoid. The only settlement on Ricadi Filia is a penal colony. The prisoners work in the mines and domed quarries. They mine sulfur, cerama dust, and sand, which is then melted down. A rather nondescript place, or it was prior to the current events. Like the warden himself is spearheading the riot. Yes, she bites her lip. No one expected this. Master Castigela is a nobleman from a respected governor house and a vassal to House Winterscale. All of a sudden, he proclaimed that Ricadi Filia is now his personal domain, that the prisoners were his subjects, and he would never bow to anyone again. It's pure heresy. And I take it they're looking forward to a diet of sand and gravel. What kind of madman would start a revolt on a barren rock? Why would the young Winterscale have felt the need to parley with the dissidents? She sighs quietly. It's a personal matter. Master Castigela, a seditious warden, is Lord Evane's childhood friend. When my lord had heard of the riot, the news saddened him greatly, so he rushed here without delay, in hopes of bringing his old friend to his senses, no doubt. The first Winterscale in my memory who prefers to talk first rather than shoot and slash. She smiles faintly. Young Lord Winterscale is not his father's shadow. If he is determined to save his friend, he won't back down. I pray to the throne that he is alive and well. He's been gone for such a long time, and I really don't like this place. Right. It's a prison riot connected to the planetary rebellion. It seems more likely that Warden Castigela learned about the rebellion on Minoris and decided to use the situation to his advantage. I can't say for certain. Perhaps no one can. Governor Medina has always preferred to shoot rebels rather than inquire about the motives and connections. It's very unlikely that that person is here. I'm looking for a man by the name of Heinrichs von Kallux. Is he here, perhaps? Unless he's one of the prisoners or the guards, then it seems unlikely. There are no shuttles in working order other than yours and mine. There's nothing anyone else could have used to reach this place. Okay. Crunch gravel. Something like that. Anything else I should be apprised of before I set out? Some of the rebels have holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, given that's the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place. I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your lordship. Lord Winterscale's guards mind the entrance so the rebels can get to the shuttle. No more questions. You may excuse yourself, pilot. The woman freezes for a moment before asking hesitantly, "Your lordship, if I may have a minute of your time, I wouldn't have ever dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation, in any case, have you been to the capital of Rykab Manoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, communications officer by the name of Jasper." What is your relationship to this man? Hang on, yeah, I met Jasper at the starport and saved his life. I expect some show of gratitude. You may name your firstborn after me, or whatever it is commonly in it. No. Remain disdainfully silent. I'm a road trader, not a messenger boy. I have more pressing bet. No. What's your relationship to this man? We're engaged, your lordship, she declares somewhat bashfully. You need not worry, Jasper is alive. She lets out a long sigh. You can see the relief gleaming in her eyes. You can't imagine how much I needed to hear that, thank you. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she's exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off this planetoid as soon as possible. End dialogue. Sweet. Right. Loot. Random junk. Cool. Okay, so we need to be aware of fucking landmines. You set the trap up next to a rather interesting bit of graffiti.
I better myself through my service.
You better all of us. You leveled us up. Who the fuck drew that? Ask the pilot if that was there when we got here. When they got here. Because if that was there if that wasn't there when they got here, then we've got a bigger problem. We still have a bigger problem. Right, the guard post has been vacant for a long time. There's a layer of dust on every surface. Okay, right.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Right, let's do some leveling up, shall we? Choose a skill. Almost 62, Crows 30, Coercion 47, Law Imperium 55, Demolition 40. I think Coercion might be a good one. Yeah, Coercion might be a good one because we've had to use it a couple of times. And then we get one of these. Let's have. Get my agility bonus at 4. Here's initiative, dodge chance, and reaction. Use a melee weapon, dodge reduction, equal half their agility. Yeah, okay. So I probably want agility up. So it would be nice to have fellowship or willpower. I think agility, yeah, because we keep getting screwed by initiative. Cool. Abelard, let's see what we got. Choose talent. Okay. Experience attack. That's no. Target. No. Reach. No. And stack of center of slaughter. We're against +1 temporary wound free stack. Temporary wounds can't get fucked. +1 damage deflection. Parry chances increased by 25%. The warrior's total armor. I think that might be good. Cautious disengage. Attacks opportunity. Deal 22% less damage. Meh. Clenched teeth. It's 5 damage deflection against first attack made by every enemy in this combat. Nah. Herald kill. Area attacks. Deal additional +3 damage for each enemy in the area effects. Probably not really that great. Nope. I mean, some damage deflection increases the parry chance, or and take damage again, +11% dodge, resets after a successful dodge. I mean, that's more general as opposed to a parry. Scars. Deflection is increased by 1. Arrows and attack, then next warrior archetype ability costs 1 AP less. Living shield. Charge and push increases the damage of range attacks made against it's training. Deft. Charge and slash don't end the warrior's movement. Plus 13% dodge. Actually, yeah, that'd be really handy. Charge and slash don't end the warrior's movement, so he can move off if he's made an attack. That's handy. Need to kill more people. We will probably be killing people, yes. Actually 35, weapon skill 45. You keep missing though, because you're an idiot. Let's get your weapon skill up, I think. Let's increase the chances of scoring a melee. Yeah, let's get your weapon skill up. Next. Alright, crazy person. Logitech use, law warp, probably. Yeah, law warp. Let's have a look. I've got your willpower up. Still non-burst ranged area attacks. What? Don't know. Deception. I think because we can't up your willpower anymore, I guess we'll go perception. Or should we go ballistic skill? Because you're usually at range. Usually at range, but then your psychic powers aren't doing anything to the veil anymore, so might be perception. Should we do weapon skill? Just in case you do get stuck hand to hand. Weapon skill, I guess, sure. It's not really a good set of options there. Alright, Argenta, what do we got? For each adjacent ally, deal more damage. Cover efficiency is increased. Damage, no. Soldier deals damage. 3 different enemies. Sword gains 20% more damage for the next attack in current combat. Only happens once. Reloading costs 2 AP less. That might be fucking helpful for you. Unpredictable. 8% crit chance. Bonus is doubled against enemies. Protected by cover. Let's see. This one might be agility. Medicaid. She's kind of one of our medics. Using medkits costs 1 AP less. That'll probably be helpful. Except of course, what do we get your intelligence to? Intelligence is 30, your demolitions is 70, so we should do that as well. Demolition engineer. Used to determine additional damage from ranged area attacks. Deal 5% more damage for 10 points of demolition instead of intelligence, because our intelligence is garbage. That would probably be more helpful. 50% damage. So I think that works for burst attacks, because that counts as an area attack. Ranged area attack, yeah. Yeah, we'll do that. Demolition engineer. We can't up your ballistic skill, that's annoying. Perception, strength, willpower. Okay. This random chickpea. Right. Soldier has full cover against the enemy, 10% damage against the enemy, and if it's attacked, it's 20% less damage to you. On full wounds, the soldier has plus 10 ballistic skill and plus 2 movement points. I mean, that might be pretty handy. There's all else to get. First hit of each ranged burst attack does additional damage. No. Point blank shot. Soldier's area's attacks gain 23% armor penetration, equal 3 deflection. When using enemies in a 3 cell radius around a soldier, that'd be useful because we've been. Well, she's got a shotgun, so that'd be useful. Skin, medium armor. Everyone stores can be used up to 2 kills instead of 3. Guaranteed crit rate. There's a lot that I want here. And not a lot of chance to get it. I think, yeah, being able to move and having plus 10 ballistic skill when you're at full health, yeah, we'll go with that. And then, great, okay. Strength, agility then. You already double check use. Your Lord Imperium is terrible. Your Aussie Nurse is pretty handy. Your Medicae is great, but you don't Medicae. Logic you up. Then let's get you ballistic skill. Yes, okay. Cool. So now everyone's leveled up. We're gonna drop save. 126. Oops. Oh well, never mind. It's all good. Open the gate!
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Let's go through to the barracks. Where are we just up here? Okay.
See? Right there.
Oh, more traps. Cool.
Argenta, don't you find it difficult to be without your sisters? You are a soldier without a squad.
I will fight alongside my sisters again. But my present fate is not a burden to me. No matter where I go, or who I am with, I bring death to heretics. That is what matters.
Well said. Remains of a meal, one far too lavish for even a hive world, let alone a prison colony.
I know how to take risks.
What do we have here? Long string of names extends beneath the heading Top Quarry Workers of the Cycle. Ha! Right. Okay, we need to be...
I'm restless.
Yeah, we need to be careful.
Let's proceed.
Here. And then I need to...
Pay attention.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Disable that trap.
Duty prevails.
Then carefully go and disable that one.
Never doubt me.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Cool. Right. Scraps of typical prison food, repulsive to the senses, yes. It's more what I'd expect. Venerable Optimates, the best among us. This list is faded and names are barely legible. Okay.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
That is a problem. You've been ambushed, the battle begins. Great. Yeah, we're always ambushed. Oh, fuck. Oh. Well, given that we can't actually position ourselves and most of our team is back the fuck here, this is not going to go well, is it? Shit. That's disastrous. Okay, cool. Well, we don't have a choice, do we?
Space!
Hey, Spitfire. Yes, we are in space. How's it going?
For the glory of chaos!
No, we're trying to stop chaos. Single digit accuracy. Very, very helpful. Well, might as well go for it.
Doubt is for the weak.
Shoot!
Eradicated.
Oh, you hit one of them. Hooray! Ha! Hey, can you shout out Spitfire for me, please? I think, obviously, now.
Out of my way!
Oh dear.
I am your doom.
Yeah, about that. Excuse the fuck out of you.
brush it off.
Excuse the fuck out of you.
Chaos guides me.
Okay. Right. Well, yeah, this is a fucking catastrophe. All the allies do additional 30% damage to enemies that are adjacent to the commander or allies until the commander takes turn. Those allies also suffer no damage from allies to attack it, so this will war. Right. Yeah, okay. So we'll run in and do that because it's going to be a dangerous situation. And you are hilariously out of range. 65%, go for it.
You
Nice.
didn't stand a chance.
That works. It's 14p.
All too easy.
Okay.
Nothing I can't do.
You mixed, but that'll do. That'll do, that's good enough. Yeah. Cool, right, my turn. Now I can protect myself. Am I rid of it? Stop. Okay, great. Now, apparently the process gets swarmed, so let's not. So I need to voice of command, take it in, and bring it down. Argento, really. Yeah, okay, so go there. Voice of command. Oh, don't worry, there's no hurry. Then take aim.
Who, if not me?
Her. Then bring it down.
It's as good as done.
Cool. Okay. That's the only line that works, and unfortunately that is the line that doesn't get me shot. There you did. Go for it. Nice. Nicely done. Probably.
I serve the ruinous powers.
Uh-oh.
Scared yet?
Are you fucking kidding me? Get fucked. Alright, okay, cool. Unbelievable. Right, because we keep getting fucked up.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Let's do that. Then we're going to help. I might just do Cycling Shriek and kill this bitch. Ha! That is not going to kill him. That is a problem. Hey! Analyze. Suppose weakness. And then, because we haven't got enough AP to do a Cycling Shriek now, we're going to do this.
Will do.
Sensory deprivation. Okay, fuck. Cool. Next. What are you on with? You've got the you got a gun. You have a ranged weapon. And you can shoot over there. Yes, you can. You can shoot over there. Yes, you can. Fantastic. This would help. Let's shoot her. Okay. 51%, that's not great. So what's this do? Recoils reduced, enemy penalty to dodge. When I do this, that will affect you as well. Yes, okay. Just want to make sure he's going to be affected by where I place this. Sure.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
Go for it. Now, hurt her. That got you 3 more percent points.
Running binary override.
Oh, you did hit though. Happy with that. Alright, Abelard. Shit. Shit. No, it's one fucking square T fire, isn't it? Great. Okay, cool. Adorable. Absolutely adorable. Definitely did get more movement bonus. No. No. And no. Okay. Fuck. Let's move to there and try and shoot. Okay.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. An exemplary strike.
Nice. Okay, XCOM's working for me now, apparently. And I'm actually going to have you charge. Oh,
Indeed.
this run up. And we're going to have you go and endure. Nice. Next.
High momentum.
Nice. You need to die. Frag grenade, blinding grenade. Can't post that past the wall, can I? No. Shit. Okay. Let's get some extra attacks. How are we gonna kill this chick in one shot? Maybe, probably not.
I'll
Go
do
for
it.
Dak. Oh, you hit her. Okay. Should fire this off. Excuse-moi. D is run and gun. Then Revel and Slaughter. Then I'm going to move to here. And then again. Or could we then throw a frag grenade some of these? It's really sublime. Notable, but there's not fine.
As the Emperor commands,
Waste
I act.
them.
Eradicated.
Thank you. Okay, good. Stone Edge and right.
Death to the weak.
Right. This is why I don't like it.
Death to non-believers.
Not everyone moves together. Right. You don't have an incendiary grenade. That is upsetting. What happened? Oh, you used your incendiary grenade on the last planet. Shit. Shotgun.
Suits my purposes.
Kablam! Suck it, bitch. Alright. Number of extra attacks. Nope. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. So you're basically done. Yeah, you're done. Cool. Right. My go. Now, I am in horrible pain, and I don't like that. And someone is about to horribly pay. I'm tempted to throw an incendiary grenade over there. Time for that. This is that guy. How does that miss that guy? Really? Oh, because there's not actually a square there. Bullshit. Bullshit. Right then. In which case... I think we'll do. Voice of Command Abelard. Then we shall use Finest Hour. Grant an ally an extra turn with full AP and NP. No attack with that.
Here's my perfect moment.
Abelard, do something. Run into there. Then Chainsword.
My place is at the fore. Reduced to dust.
Okay. Well, if I charge it to there. Shit. Yeah, I should have gone there. Damn it. Should have done that very differently. That was done. When's his turn? When's his actual turn? Don't know. endure. Brace for impact.
I will do my duty.
And release one enemy on you.
Victory is imminent.
Thanks, Spitfire. Same to you. How are you doing? Annoyingly, there's not really anything else I can do because I scrolled him away into a corner as opposed to did something useful. That was fucking stupid. Yeah, that was bloody stupid of me. Oh well, never mind. Right. I don't think you guys can engage through there, so just extend my turn. Ow. Ow. Why are these prisoners super fucking dangerous? What's going on here? How many more are there? Oh, 40. Okay. Expose ones.
But of course.
Psychic Shriek can kill this one. Yeah, may as well.
Will do. Be gone.
It's not like we're rending the veil, are we? So. You are unable to get a line of sight, which is rude. Still to be able to see him, so yeah, just push up then, I guess. Do it. Yeah. Right, Abelard. Time for you to save the day. Indeed, so we're gonna have you wander over to there, and then you're gonna charge this guy. It's going to
I've seen worse
them.
battles than this in my time. I took care of this one.
Perfect. Huzzah! Right. Now, can we stay the group this time? Oh, yeah. That's why I'm fucking exploring. Actually, loot. Loot! We must loot. Loot! What have we got? Anything good? Serrated mono knife. Okay. Interesting. Nice chance to inflict bleeding. Strike count. What? Strike count -1. I don't know what that means. Strike count -1. So doing alright, yes. Playing. Ah! How's it going? Stop revolver. No, I don't care about that. Force grenade. It's 5 energy damage, positions the target 2 cells away. Okay, interesting. So back swords, these are just knives, chainmail, flat chest plates. Potential for bleeding is interesting. Potential for more damage is also interesting. I don't think it's any better than his, though, is it? Does look cleave. Yeah, as opposed to. I think the option to cleave is probably more useful. Probably. So we'll chuck that. We'll check that in storage. It's fun. Okay. Bare bears made from metal sheets swing back and forth on rusted chains. Whoever's forced to sleep on them, it will not take much for them to fall. Ha! Yep. Well, this is a prison planet, so have shitty living conditions.
Keep your wits about you.
Hey, your virtuousness. How are you doing?
Oh no.
I was born to wage war against darkness. I am always doing wonderfully when danger is near.
Yeah, about that. Was that a door we could open? No, there's stuff. Stuff! Gas cloud grenades, cool. Yeah, random junk, cool. Store it. Random junk. Tech use. Pop that. Punk.
The machine god grants me insight.
Ooh. Okay.
Is there money to be made?
Quite possibly. There are corpses. That's not so good. Severed human body parts. Chopped up slabs of flesh have been thoroughly washed of any blood. Oh dear. What do we get? Prison guard key. Okay. War.
The Whispers told me how.
Symbol before you bears a familiar sentence, the dark horse of chaos. Hey, we got another scribbling. Lovely. That's not good. Judging by the number of horrid morsels, dozens of victims were slain here. Oh dear. That's not good. Tech use the lock.
Operation successful.
Apparently. God, I can't see anything. Nope. Hey, more bad guys. Shit. My brother, the dawn is nigh. The optimates will guide us into a new existence. Oh dear. Yes, dear brethren. Have a taste of my steel. Right. No, I'd rather not. Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Okay. What? Thank the throne, normal looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. The old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds out his hands in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Oh, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain. Look at this ragtag bunch. Hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute on the spot. Consider your request denied. No. Give me a reason not to execute on the spot. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join the festivities, so we had to, you know, play along. But that was all it was. Play. We never meant any, no offence to Governor Medina or the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Don't give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and we can go back to ourselves quietly and do the rest of our time. Pascal inquires demurely. Does the fact that this serf is presently confined and therefore has previously betrayed the trust of the Imperium servants need to be vocalized? Or is it evident to the late persons uninitiated in the sacred mysteries of logic? Oh dear. Now, repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Judging by Abelard's tone, the Seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue. Tell me more about the warden and the riot. Why sort your tongue talking about that heretic? But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honourable Master Castigala, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, punch in the chompers from the guards, work again. But the new one, do you know what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. One of the 9 devils. That's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. Guards quit, it with the teeth punching. The warden forbade it. Instead, the overseers started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder and whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of the best workers. And if someone on the list also showed good behaviour, that's when they get promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust among us jailbirds. Okay. Well, that's how it was at first, and the warden decided that it's optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of punishments. And that wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when Goody Two-Shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even in the same league as our own dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had 5 or 10 stiffs kicking it a week, and now we're lucky if it was only 50. What? Okay. That wasn't even the end of it. Warden Castigella moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry under the dome, and I think something in his new home really scrambled his brains. He began spouting the wildest thing like, the optimates are saints, who will behold the truth, and he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. Once he did, you wouldn't recognise them. More beasts than men. They were butchering people left and right. Even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them, and that's the whole sob story. But I knew it from the moment he let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. Adira nods knowingly. The old codger's right. Whenever nobles start giving handles to commoners, something always goes wrong. She notices your look and catches herself. I mean that with all due respect, your lordship. No offence intended. I mean, they did just turn on their inmates. What do I gain from it? If I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can Louis jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? I have an inkling. You see, us here, how should I put this? We're different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Rycab Minoris, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, you nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. What? Okay. Why don't we tell you we're on Footfall Station, you know, Footfall, the only shipyard and best market in all of Crown's expanse. Yeah, so where on Footfall you can find some very serious business-minded people, how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? Yeah. It's the largest pirate alliance in the expanse. It's no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, what do you call it? Counterproductive. We're cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. Oh no. And, well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, you nobleness, just so happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. You're pirates. I came across a void ship belonging to your associates. They were planning to break you out. Were they? I didn't say that. Man grunts, huffs, and makes up his mind. Oh no, that's out of the bag. Fellows were supposed to come get us a long time ago. They got tied up somewhere. Void cracked his gullet with them. And all this time we had to wait. This happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the synth wall over you. It's just that we want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? Adira cracks her neck. Sure, no problem. Today you tell us a little lie, tomorrow you stick a torpedo in the side from that ship of yours. If it doesn't fall apart the moment helmsman sneezes in its general direction. Yeah. See? Yeah. You guys trying to break out? No, I'm gonna put you down, I'm afraid. You've definitely seen too much. Consider your request denied, now die. Oop, thank you. Cool, nice and easy.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Okay. I didn't need that stuff that I just pocketed, did I? Nope. Knives and auto pistols. Dump them. Pumps of dust, no trace of weapons or gears. Storage has not been used in some time. Yeah. It was bullshit. Demolish. Demolish the door? Why would we demolish the door? Oh, we may as well demolish the door, because demolitions is an option.
I better myself through my service.
Kaboom!
I always keep my options open.
To the main level. Okay. Or we can go this way. To the main level. It's probably going to be better if we go the guard's way to the main level, as opposed to...
Nothing escapes my sight.
Ooh, you found something? Loot. I forgot. Bow hammer! Wait, she's dead. The hell? That's a one-handed shotgun. Love it. Saturated cape. Users endure, they immediately remove one of the effects on them in the following order: burning, toxic, bleeding. Okay. And some more force grenades. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So moves one of the effects. What's have you got a cape on you? Yeah, you do. That's why fellowship for each enemy and a 2-cell radius. Well, the only person that's got endure is you. Heroic X used in battle increases Aura's dodge bonus by 20% until the end of combat. I mean, that might be more useful. Heroic X used in battle. Increases Aura's dodge by 20% until the end of combat. Don't know. I think it's probably better just to avoid being hit by that. Even though it's... yeah. Excuse me. Right, what have you got? You have a las gun. Let's do something about that. Let's get you something worth having. Still haven't done anything with the sniper rifle. I'm not sure I could give that to you. Maybe I should do it. 16. So you're at a distance, so I'm kind of building you as a... boy. Dodge reduction, additional hit chance. I mean, actually being able to hit the target is kind of nice. Yeah, give you that. You get a sniper rifle. You. We're going to give you the shotgun pistol because that's hilarious. So does that do whatever to the actual shotgun? No, it doesn't. Okay. It's one lower. But yeah, that's funny. Right. Then I believe I do not have a shotgun. I've got a stop cover. Okay. Oh yeah, I was experimenting with that, but I keep ending up too far forwards, don't I? Yes. Shit. And let's keep you let's normalize this a bit. Make sure we've got this normalized. Yes, we have. Cool. So, let me think. Let's chuck a force grenade in here. Let's chuck a force grenade in here. Um, can't give you that. There's no point giving me that. Yeah. If anything, I may as well give him a shotgun. There's his other weapon. No, he needs range, that's the problem. Yeah, stop combining. There you go. He's got a backup option of actual range. Cargo man, there we go. I want to chuck that, I want to chuck then that. Right, it's 5 damage, 5 critical rounds. I need to give that to somebody. No, chuck storage. That I am. Chuck storage. That I am. Chuck storage. Perfect. So use dodge, electromagnetically. Is that better than my sword? How is a chainsaw not as good as a random reserve sword? It's a power sword. No, it's not. So why is that sword better? I don't get it. Can't be equipped by that character. 10% for taking another 18% of hits. Probably not worth it, so I'll chuck that. Cool, right. Any more fun stuff? Another grenade, another medkit, more diviner stuff. Wait, hang on. That's different to that, okay. Consign, heroic act, consign, desperate measure. There's a consign ability. No, I want to read more about that. I need to read more about that. Yeah, that can go like that. How is this then? There we go, info. +5 willpower, +5 perception. Consign ability. There. Consign, the next hit against target will be an automatic critical hit. Next attack against every enemy in combat will be an automatic critical hit. Next hit against every creature in combat, both allies and enemies, will be an automatic critical hit. Oh, fucking hell, okay. Psychic power always triggers Perils of the War. Fuck that. Okay. So, can you actually use this? Can't be equipped by this guy. I thought you were a diviner. What the fuck? What? Alright, well, fucking hell, you're even less useful than I thought. How is she not... whatever. Out of cargo then. Never fucking mind. Never fucking mind. T7. So. Excuse me a moment, I need to handle something. Oh shit! Oh shit! There we go. Dealt with. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay, so we were going to go through this door. To the main level. But yes, the catwalks of the main level rather than... Oh dear. This is not good. Oh dear. And that's just... Oh, okay, never mind. It's the same place. Right, off we go. A corpse in uniform decorated with a winter scale coat of arms. Dead guard did not even have time to draw his weapon. The attack master came as a surprise. Okay. Oh, both doors lead this way, so it's kind of pointless to have more than one door, but whatever. Okay. Right, cool. The accretions on the outside of the structure indicate some regularly occurring natural phenomenon, possibly poison gas emissions. Okay. That's more than a little concerning. Should we, yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. Look, we got... These are more of the fucking blinding magnifying glass things. Oh, don't run ahead by yourself, you twat. One Castigilla. Told you, Evie. Told you, Evie. They're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. The voice of the man standing his back to you sounds almost soft, heedless of everything but what is in front before him. He leans over a prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one ever had before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you, if you just stop struggling for 1 minute. What? The man finally realizes he's not alone and turns to you. He is clutching a long, thin metallic rod with blood dripping off it. We have guests? From the Von Valancius ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. The woman's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in a cacophony of cries. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In frantic chanting of voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened, for it contained a priceless treasure, most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after centuries of long search. How do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there is only one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I know the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. You know, we had this guy once. He was a quiet one. One day he walked into the middle deck bar, threw one back, and then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here has exactly the same look in his eyes right now, okay? Step away from the hostage at once. Warner sneers and glances at the maimed young man. Hostage? How rude. Young Winterscale is my guest and dearest friend. He came here himself to visit his old acquaintances and have a heartfelt talk, and I'm merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate our reunion. As if echoing his words, Evelyn lets out a weak moan. Abelard shakes his head somberly. That poor fool. I knew nothing good would come of his naive attempt at negotiating with heretics. However, Evain appears to still be alive. If we make haste, we might yet save him. Having a scion of House Winterscale in your debt would certainly prove beneficial, yeah. What madness have you wrought in this prison? You truly want to know? He becomes more animated and runs a hand through his matted hair. You know it has been some time since he trimmed his nails. This was my garden, where I tried to grow seedlings of a beautiful future. That was before I realized that there was no future, not in the sense ordinary people understand. We're too attached to this life, to the limitations of our weak bodies, to the short-sightedness of our eyes that can scarcely see. It's also insignificant. The true future lies beyond real space, and the only way to reach it is through a cleansing sacrifice. Do you understand? Why'd you mutilate these people for the sacrifice? These are my optimates, saints who will guide the flock at the fated hour. Listen, he pauses and smiles. Can you hear? You can't? They're crying out, calling. It's just their cries are not meant for our ears. They cast their voices out there, beyond the edge of the glass, into the transparent quiet. There, they're heard. There, their call is answered. Rogue Trader, every moment spent on this talk to this heretic could be a moment spent destroying him and committing this place to purifying flames. Isn't it time we got started? The pit. Is there something special about it? Is there not? An item of value was once buried there. Now tell me, Warden, what was the item and who took it from there? Right, who is Aurora? Oh, so you've managed to barge in here and interfere with the Prophet's designs without even knowing who she is? But it's too late now. You'll never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate. He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast. I do not like it when people take the Prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth. The warden raises his hand and the maimed people start thrashing about in their death throes. Oh shit. Time for words has passed. Damn it! Oh, no, I wanted to fucking ask that question. I needed to ask a question, dickhead. Okay, guess we're not asking who Aurora is. Let's try this again. Right, where the fuck are we?
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Shit's gone wrong.
I always have a backup plan.
Shit's gone wrong. Lovely. We are not supposed to be up here. We're supposed to be down here. Cool. Yay! It's balked.
I will lead us to fortune.
There we go. Okay, right. Now. So what we'll do is we'll drop save here. Here's reasons. 128. Save. Now everybody move up.
Let us
In a
not
group.
dawdle.
There we go. Blah 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 blah. Right. How do you know who I am? Yeah. Step away from the hostage. Yeah. Why do you mutilate these people? Manus of you rot in this prison. It's on the table, but I fucking know. Where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce Evan Winterscale, the younger son of Caligula's Winterscale, in the flesh. You know, he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat. Right. The pit. There's something special about it. Is there not? An item of value was once buried there. Now tell me, Warden, what was the item and who took it from him? Warden's gaze bores into you, then he smiles with the corners of his lips. You're too late, enemy of the truth. This bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose. You will never find the trail of the reclaimed relic that now rests in the hands of the devout. Fuck. Okay. Right, yeah, I'm here to quell the riot, by means far from diplomatic. The warden raises his hand and the main people start thrashing about the death throes. The time for words has passed. Yeah, give your power to the harbinger of Aurora. Oh dear. Let our foes see the truth, or become awash in blood.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
There we go, right. Okay, so, what's initiative order? Initiative order is going to be a lot of them, then Argenta. Cool. That's not cover, is it? That's a problem. And that's steps. Fuck. Okay, this is going to be problematic, I think. Plonk you there, we're going to plonk you... Where do I reckon? Probably here? Then... You come to here, I guess. Unavailable? Oh, dickhead, of course. Go there, I guess. We can set you up. And I imagine plus second powers is going to be questionably a questionable idea at this point in time. Probably going to be better for you to go there, you go there. Next is there, then I don't know where to put myself, really, because I've run out of places with cover already. There will probably do. Sure. We'll set up as well as we can be, so yeah, let's go for it. Ow.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
Shit. This is not going well already. Cool, right, where the fuck is... Okay, we need to make sure we don't accidentally fucking shoot him. Accidentally shoot cover. As well, I guess. Oh, like 3% chance to hit. That's incredible. Why is that? Why is your accuracy so bad? Keep trying to increase your fucking ballistic skill. It's just not happening. I think we need to kill the warden quickly. You are not gonna hit.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Let's do this. It's just went in. It's not good.
Doubt is for the weak.
No, you missed. Fuck.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Trying to be on.
I'll do it.
I'll give it a go. Hey, that actually hit. Okay. Cool. Alright, so you. It's not brilliant. I think we can get a better angle though, and still be in cover. So, fuck yep.
Nothing I can't do. Opposing me
Nice.
was
Ah,
your biggest mistake.
That's a problem. That is quite a serious problem. Fuck. Okay. Alright.
Let's get to it.
It's nearly Abelard's turn anyway, so... Or not. Shit.
Such is the will of chaos.
Oh dear. This isn't great. And I got a sniper. Yeah, look at all of our idiots rolling fucking terribly on initiative. This is why we have a problem. More. Right, could I step to there and charge as I can. So, that's sworn enemy on Warden. Then we'll charge the Warden.
It will be done.
Chop. Parry. Fuck you. Shit. Well, try and chop him again then.
Indeed.
Oh dear. That's not good. Right, yeah. Go somewhat defensive. Fuck. That's a problem. That is a serious problem. Right. Also, Allies are now in a terrible position. Fuck. I really should have some kind of control over this. Distance, dodge. That's voice of command.
I'll see to it personally.
Then we're gonna tell you to bring it
On
down.
it.
So, deal extra damage to enemies that are adjacent to allies and suffer no damage from allies' attacks until the end of the runner's next turn. So we're going to have to trigger this.
All too easy.
Then we're going to... That doesn't help me, does it? No. Right, fortunately, allies don't suffer damage now from friendly attacks, so what we can do... Oh no, we can't. Can we? Next range area attack made by the soldier. Oh, it's twat. It's additional direct death. Let's trigger that. Because how much is it to fire this? It's one. It's 2 AP to fire the shotgun. Okay. No, never mind. Fire!
Told you to fight like this.
Nice! That was brutal. Yeah, that works. Hover, double effective distance. Still quite helpful. Do you have so much points left? Oh, nice. I forgot. I got the rifle, haven't I? Stealth gun. I kind of don't want to accidentally over-penetrate and kill him. Actually, I think he might count as an ally, because he's got the buff from Brace for Impact, so... Hey! Cool. Fantastic. Momentum. Right, dismantling attack. Inflicts one exploit on all enemies of combat, makes a free attack against a target. The attack always hits. Free attack of what kind? I suppose it's ranged or melee. Target this attack suffers a minus 30 penalty to dodge and a minus 30 penalty to armor. That we need, desperately. Can you actually shoot him from where you are? Yes, cool. So, right. 1, 2. Gonna inflict exploits on him. Then we're gonna trigger this ability. Wait, do we not shoot him from that? What? This problem. Wait, what? Takes one exploit on all enemies in combat and then makes a free attack against the target. The attack always hits. Why does that not work? Why is that not working? Explosive ranged attack. One enemy with a tensile radius. One enemy within 1 range. Okay. So I was using that one. Okay. There we go.
If only you knew what awaits you.
What? You said the attack always hits. You fired twice and missed. The hell? What?
On it.
Okay, that heroic act did not fucking work then, did it? Smooth. Right, Psychic Shriek. Nice. Okay. That sucks. I think what we'll do is we'll get ourselves a fancy weapon buff. And now we're going to Dead-Eye this guy. 95% chance to hit. Nice, go for it.
Request. Vulnerability analysis successful.
Dead. Uh-oh. Yep, okay, now I've got to destroy these. Cool. Lovely. Fantastic. That's gonna be a problem. That's gonna be a problem. Cool. Right. Can you hit this? Yes, you can. Can you hit that? No. You hit that. Oops, this one. Okay. Right, then. Actually, let's get this one. Okay, that's fine. Right. Usually, go there and shoot that. Shit. Problem we got is that if I destroyed this, then Navigators is about to lose cover. I'm about to lose cover. But I think the solution is to destroy these. We're going to need to get rid of these unholy lenses, so let's blast him. That's not going to destroy it, is it though? No.
Rejoice in battle!
Okay. Can't do a run and gun. Okay. Mines, right, okay. Just down the line side, I think. Yeah. By one fucking square. Is there anyone else to shoot down? No. Good run, girl. Get small movement. Go for it. Run over there, run a gun. There, then shoot it. Yes.
I shall not fear.
Come on, hammer. do again.
Suits my purposes.
Do what? What? Destroy it. Ah. Yeah, well.
Brace yourself, Abelard!
Right, okay. This question, can we go there and then charge this one? Yes, we can. Charge! Chop! That did not kill him.
At your beck and call.
Chop! That did. There we go. Cool. So we're going to be sworn enemy again on
Victory is
that,
imminent.
just to make sure it stays up. I don't know if it does stay up or
It will be done.
And then Abelard challenge you. Right, next up. Me. Okay. Really like to get rid of that lens that is now it's glowing a lot. Right, so we need to move. Shoot, 50-50, cool. Okay, Let me think. The voice of command, Argenta. We're gonna hope that she's in range of someone at a distance. And so take aim. Then we're gonna bring it down.
Not me.
Now, hopefully we can either shoot the sniper. Can shoot that away. That's 4%. Hang on, who's got more of a nasty gun? Well, I think they're both got las guns, so extra attacks out of this, so do concentrated fire. Oh no, it's an area attack. That won't help us at all. So in that case, yeah, let's just light this guy up.
Faith without deed is worthless.
Cool, you hit him, you hurt him. Cross momentum, that's gonna be go on with 11. No, it's not, it's gonna go on with 15 momentum. Okay. Never mind. Right, then we're going to, I'm going to move to here. And trigger brace for impact.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
And then we shall continue. It did. Right, let's see what we can do. Too far away. Too far away, too far away. Probably no point in hitting him because of the lenses. Excusez-moi. Actually, can you just smack this? Oh, and shoot it. Okay. You can shoot it. That's first. Okay. Yeah, let's not have you shoot everyone that we care about, shall we? Move to there. Then I get shoots. Right. No, then I can shoot that. Try and take out his lens.
Cover me!
Oh, you hit it. It's dead, but whatever. Alright. Just do anything. Fuck. Can't fit him. No extra dodge and shit because you're in a bit of a dangerous position. And I'll have to do. Right, so you, can you shoot something? Shoot the Unholy Lens. This is tech. Is there anything we can do? The target is a mechanism or machine. It suffers 50 shock damage. These count as machines. No, so that's upsetting. Okay, shit. We need more time to deal with the lenses, so let's just fucking waste this guy. Dang.
Function successfully terminated.
Fantastic. Right. Now. Who would you possibly shoot it? No. Can you shoot it that lens? Yes. Shoot both him and the lens. Yes, but there's potentially weapons that can fire. And the percentages are a bit shit. Next, range area attack does 100% damage and has additional 20% dodge reduction. Is it worth doing that?
That is for the
Sure,
weak.
why not? That's then we're gonna shoot. We're gonna do the shooty shoots.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That did not work at all. Fuck. Alright, run and go on and shoot.
I'll do
those.
it.
See, that's why I wish concentrated fire was an accuracy
As
buff
the Emperor
rather than
commands,
damage buff.
I act.
There we go. Yeah. Not done very well. Right. Make this fucking thing go away. Okay, let's get you moving to here. And then blast it.
Forge ahead!
Nice. Good shit. Cool. Missed. Missed.
High momentum.
Okay, so we need to... may need to trash this lens as well. But I don't think we can attack him that way. No, we can't. Okay. Is there any point in you being up there? Well, I suppose you are a distraction. I don't know what to do pointless to try and engage this guy. You still spawn enemies? No, you're not. Okay, spawn enemy.
At your beck and call.
Next, then charge. Chop. Then chop him again.
It will be done.
Chop. Then endure.
I will do my duty.
Endure. Right, next up. Right, me. Can we hit? Can, but only then. 100% chance to hit and kill. Okay, good. Let's do that.
I'll see to it personally.
Nice. Okay. So now what we'll do is the effective distance. Hang on. Palladian MP has no attack limit. What's that? Stats. I might do. Double effective distance with more cover. That's enough. Right.
It's as good as done.
Have. Okay, can't do that anymore. Like the holy nerds. Can we not even shoot that? Is that lot in the fucking way? This shit. Okay.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Just hit that a lot. Right, okay, let's do Heroic Act. Rate of fire minimum 4. Using weapons attack across this AP, the attacks don't spend AP.
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Cool. So. I'm not seeing if you're damaging it. It's not helping. I'm guessing that you're not. Please strike the target, for the love of fuck. 40%. Fuck you, XCOM. Okay. You are actually damaging it, it's just not showing you damaging. Okay, so you've done some damage to it. Cool. Yeah, that doesn't help at all. Okay, fuck. Sure. And we're too far away, and we're too far away, and it won't quite do that for you, so we'll go. Idiota. Right, what can you do for me? Probably not much. I mean, so shoot them. I can't. Because you can see all the too far away. Yes, you can so shoot them. Will that kill them? I believe it might. Do it.
What is this foreboding?
Okay, well, you heavily injured them. I'll swap up a... sensory deprivation on you.
Was that you? Or
Then it will be forewarning on Ballard. It's too far away. Put an X5 on him. Not that it matters. So I want to fucking use exports over binoculars. Despite the fact they're clearly built to be buffs. Excuse me a second. What was I just seeing? Right, we have the cables writhing like tentacles. That was concerning. Okay. So 40% chance to hit. For fuck's sake, guys. Did you actually hit it? I think so, maybe?
My vow is to serve.
Okay. Spider's weakness, I guess, just
Request
because.
approved.
Debuff him as much as we can. Right. You, chickadee, you really need to work on your accuracy. Please. You just hit Abelard, for fuck's sake. How many weapons? Does it hit anything? No, but it might do eventually. Alright, well, go for it.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Apparently not. I'm just gonna fire that. It's not very helpful, but that's something. Right, you. Random NPC are proving to be one of the most effective fucking teammates. So there. And let's just 20% damaged.
Already done.
Cool. And I'm on a nuke you.
Nothing I can't do. Didn't
Nice. Brutal. Alright, I may even pop a run and gun with you actually. Just try and get close to the limbs, because you're the only one who can seemingly hit anything. Shit. Well, go for it. Do it. She's the only one who's actually hitting targets, so fuck it. Push her forwards. Hurry! Right, I don't think there's any point in doing anything to that, so...
It will be done.
Okay. Well, that helps. Somewhat. Can't get another attack. Keep you... you already marked this bit, but we're going to keep marking you. And we're going to keep
At your beck
enduring.
and call.
Yeah, that'll be... Right, my turn. Okay, where is Stigma? Can I activate you? No, not because we can't book. Why can't we also command you? After the next 2 rounds, bombs. Alright, voice command, Pascal.
I'll see to it personally.
We'll activate Pascal and he's going to shoot the lens.
On it.
Shoot the fucking lens. There we fucking go. Gorgeous. Right. Actually, I want you to get and pop a shot at dickhead.
I'll see to it personally.
Sure, let's pop a shot at dickhead. Back. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right. Let's make this motherfucker go away. How long does this last for? Willpower test at the end of each turn. Okay, cool. That. Yeah, okay, cool.
Anything else?
Yes. Weaken him. Show all around that he is weak. Now, scream his fucking brains out.
But of course.
Okay, I didn't kill him, but he's not looking great. Pascal, end this. 95%.
The scriptural prophecy of desire condemns you.
Done. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips, and his voice is barely audible, but even now it remains melodious and quite courteous. The main winter scale at Coronas. Greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. What have I done to you? Conserve your strength. You're wounded and need help. I must take my leave. I see assistance is provided. I must take my leave. Your pilot will take you to Governor. Finish him off. Can't be certain you aren't infected by the... Ooh. Can't be certain that you aren't infected. Oh, fuck. Right. Conserve your strength. You're wounded and need help. Wounded? I would have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. He's either trying to make light of the situation or growing delirious from the pain. What have they done to you? The warden, my friend, I tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed. Speaking as a struggle, but he continues stubbornly. Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Alright, I must take my leave. I will see to it that assistance is provided to you and you're escorted from here. He could be corrupted. And then again, we did interrupt the ceremony and he was obviously supposed to be even more maimed and probably dead. I must take my leave. I see that assistance is provided and you're escorted from here. He nods, giving in to oblivion, and oh no. Alright, what do we got here? Skin crawls as you approach this place, however, there does not appear to be anything of note. Okay. That's pretty big one, because mutilated man does not stir, bound to his shackles. The plaque near his head reads, Most Holy Prophet and Ultimate Atishan. Okay. Atishan? Oh no. Yay. And also pistol, let's try that again. Axes! Chuck them all in the hold. Fearful man's appearance is ghastly, and yet it's evident he was cared for after his mutilation. Yeah. Ritobi pattern las gun. First fire, single shot. Yeah, I'm still gonna dump it. What is that? Oh, flank chest plate. Yeah. Let's go with that guy. Someone else needs loot. Armor. Toby last gun. Is anyone else over here? Paladin. Oh, there's that guy. And then host the warden. What have we got? Noble sword, 7 to 12, strike, cleave. On a hit, the sword inflicts a disturbed effect on the target for 2 rounds. If the target attack is already suffering from disturbed, it's an additional 4 damage to the target. Most warriors prepare swords if I suppose you get okay. Interesting. A precise las pistol. Might be good for Adelard. And Imperial armor bodyguards that can go 7 to 12, inflicting the disturbed effect on a target. 10 plus to parry. Less armor penetration. In fact, what does the disturbed effect do? Each stack inflicts a -10 penalty to any willpower and fellowship tests. Oh, okay. No, if that could reduce the target's weapon skill or something, then yes, but it doesn't. Precise las pistol will keep, and we'll give that to
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis and weigh every step. Sometimes, though, you just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
Ah! Fucking right, dude. Right. Let's get rid of your burst-only las pistol and give you a precise las pistol. Yes. Have that. Sure. Alright, cool. Is there anything else that we care about here? Don't know, but we can go this way. Let's go right over that.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Huh. So, there was. Okay,
The
100%.
machine gun grants me insight.
The evidence suggests the victim was killed by poison gas. Glass-making furnace was used to melt extracted sand into glass. Okay. Would it have helped if I came this way? Probably not. Oh, loot. Loot. Flame grenades, force grenades, melter charges. Very happy with that. Nice. And more random junk. Cool. Cool. Okay. I think we're done here. Unless there's anything up here, which there doesn't appear to be. We'll go over here just in case. Ooh, loot. Was worth going. Excellent. Random junk. And I don't. Well, okay, let's get out of here. And that's GTFO. Yeah, we've been able to get him standing at the very least. Oh, can we talk to him again? Till our next meeting, Lord von Valancius. I require some time out of my thoughts. Yeah. Try not to think too hard. Right. Okay, I believe we're done here. Right, jump. Monastery. Uninhabited. So clearly one star and has landed on a large uninhabited world system. So, okay. What's this done for us? Nothing. Yeah, let me just go to the electrodynamics Sunubian. Okay. Never mind.
Keep your wits about you.
Something that I can interact with. Build a bridge. Okay. Build a bridge. Don't really know how we do that. But okay, well, let's just run to there again. Never mind. Didn't realise that was an option, and apparently it's not actually an option. Cool. Alright, let's have a word with the pilot. Yeah, we found him. The Lordship? The rebellion has been crushed. I have news of your lord. She anxiously pitches forward. Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he alright? He is safe and in one piece. I shall receive him as a guest on my ship, so receive the shuttle. He's alive but badly wounded. Help my people get him to the ship. There are glimmers of panic in the pilot's gaze, but she quickly pulls herself together. It will be done immediately. Thank you for letting me know, your lordship. Cool, let's go. You may excuse yourself. Go, go, go. Alright, and let's GTFO. Return to the void ship. I need to quickly take one of my meds, so I'm going off comm for a few moments. Okay, sorry about that. It took a bit longer than I expected it to. My apologies. Right, where are we? What are we doing? Right, why would we go there? What's in a journal? Do we need to go to my cabinet jar or something? Don't think we do. No. Okay. Right, need to check out WH40k, which I think is where the... Yeah, we didn't actually just go there at all. So where is the electrodynamic Sunubian? I have no idea. I may have misunderstood something completely. Alright, Lord Captain, reporting the heralds of the Navis Nobilite, Nobilite continue to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to WH5 being off limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobilite house requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Contact the station again, I'll negotiate personally. Order crew to scan the station. Turn back. No one dares to give me orders. I'm not invading Navis Nobilite station without occurring. Right. Order the Auger crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. Vox remains silent for a while, but then you hear static and Vigus' measured voice. The officers from the Auger crew perform the full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis are throwing off the readings. We are able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The signs of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed Navigators heralds ignoring us? Contact the station again, I'll negotiate personally. Vox relays the cadent sound of grinding gears and clicking tumblers. I am sorry, Lord Captain. The station does not reply even after an official greeting by a rogue trader and declaration of your intent to negotiate in person. Right. Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Something's gone horribly wrong. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed Navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Here we go. Alright. Let's find us a navigator. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Pathetic worm. You dare to argue with your master?
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
What the fuck? Wretches, you'll be consigned to oblivion for the transgressions against House Rosello. Right, immortal Emperor delivers servant to peril. Prayers will not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orcelio, there we go. I command you to execute the infidels. Okay. Okay. Shit. Not a step further. Who the fuck are you? Master, we have some strange guests on the station. Orcelio. Tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet black unblinking eyes are watching your every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid over the middle of his forehead. Step back, or I'll unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. Abelard, if you would be so kind. Came from Rykab Norris after receiving your distress call. Desist, brother. It was the Emperor's will that brought me to this abode. Keep talking to me this way, I'll make you swallow your own tongue. Right. Yeah, there was some kind of distress call, wasn't there? Came from Rykab Norris after receiving your distress call. Call, you say? Dark pits of Felix's eyes widen in surprise. Only one person could send you this way, and it must have been Yvain Winterscale. Why didn't he come himself? His hands are full elsewhere. Came of my own free will. People merely decoded that signal that was meant for Winterscale. Well, he has his hands full elsewhere. He has his hands full elsewhere. Navigator gives a thoughtful nod and then straightens up as if realizing something important. I recognize this coat of arms. You must be from the illustrious Von Valencia dynasty. I'm certain that you are. And since fate has brought such an important person into my abode, allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper keeper of the station. So you did not come to offer support to the traitors? That is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Ep5 is a holy sanctum for House Auxiliar, and the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say that you are not on the guest list. Navigator looks at his guards and winces. The soldiers are quivering as if their tormented flesh were being flayed, yet they keep clutching their weapons. What is happening? Navigator looks at his guards and winces. The soldiers are quivering as if their tormented flesh is being flayed, and they keep clutching their weapons. Something is very wrong here. Provide me with a navigator, and I'll immediately depart the station. Came here in search of a navigator, so you're coming with me. Why would a keeper of a station command vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? Yeah, these... Whoa! That's not encouraging. Yeah, why would a keeper of a station keep vile mutants condemned by the Emperor? The blame lies with Theobald Arcelor, the second keeper of Ep5. The old man was a great navigator, but he could no longer control his powers. I begged him to retire. He was too obsessed with our mistress, Lady Cassia. His madness and stubbornness spelled doom for the entire station, for he opened his third eye in a fit of rage and unleashed the horrors of the warp on those who displeased him. The Theobald I knew would never have used his powers in such a reckless manner. This will be difficult to explain to the uninitiated, but I'm going to try. The warp currents in the system have been tumultuous for dozens of cycles and have worn the veil between our world and the immaterial thin and frail, at least here on the station. The ruinous powers are trying to tear it down completely and corrupt all the living things. The servants were the first to fall victim to it. Or their bodies morphed, and pain and despair drove the poor souls mad. The lunatics took my mistress prisoner and almost destroyed the station, but I realized the few who still followed the light of the Golden Throne to set things right. I rallied the few who still followed the Golden Throne to set things right. The Lord Navigator here is speaking the unvarnished truth. I bet the station is full of voices and whispers, all trying to break through from the other side. Waiting for you to reach out and swing this door open wide. I sincerely hope the influence of the Immaterium has not yet affected your body and your soul. With all due respect, I advise you not to remain on the station. Return to your void ship. I need to save Lady Cassia. If you are not willing to help, or indeed risk your life, you must leave now. What sort of help are you talking about? Self-questions concerning the situation on the station. Taken by force. No. I still have questions concerning the situation on the station. Idle chatter will not save Lady Cassia, but if you need to be sure of something before you can help, so be it. Right. The warp drive yourself is the same, but failed to affect you and Lady Cassia. Belek gently touches his closed eye on his forehead. Thanks to a special gene, navigators are more resistant to the emanations of the warp than mere mortals. This is what allows us to guide ships through the Sea of Souls. Okay. Tell me about your mistress. Regretfully, I'm not allowed to discuss my mistress, whether with her retinue or outsiders. She will tell you about herself personally if she feels like it. That is, assuming she survives. I'm begging you not to waste any more of our precious time, for it is running out. What makes you think your mistress is alive? Spark of concern flickers on the black pits of Felix's eyes. You may not believe me, but Lady Cassia is capable of... Navigator cringes, seemingly in pain, and furiously exhales. Incredible things! Not even the traitor Theobald can easily harness her power. Okay. My men have reported the station is in a deplorable state. Navigator irritably brushes away a strand of bloodied hair. Trust me, I know. Everything happened too quickly. There are dozens of reports of accidents, victims, and failing systems. But the only precious thing aboard the station is Lady Cassia's life. Everything else is futile and can be easily replenished. Why didn't you respond to the messages from Arcade Minoris? Already said Ep5 is sacrosanct. It is the holy domain of the Navis Nobilite and is forbidden for commoners from the world below. We had hoped to solve the crisis on our own. When the situation spiraled out of control, we could not establish contact because the tracers had disabled our equipment. Alright, enough questions. I hope your curiosity is fully satisfied. What kind of help are you talking about? I would never ask you for such a favour under different circumstances, and yet... Pelek takes his hand away from his ribcage, noticing blood, and winces in pain. And yet, Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to Mistress's chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Aurelia herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part and the other was lost during the mutiny, and even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. Much to help you. How do I remake the control rod? I have a phylactery containing the mistress's blood. It needs to be taken to the laboratory, which is located behind one of the reliquary doors. The most ancient of sacred mechanisms will help rebuild the rod. The tech priests ceaselessly perform the rites of appeasement so that the machine spirit would serve the house in its time of need. The fateful hour is now upon us. Okay. Pascal excitedly reaches for a data slate. Requesting access to the object's data crypt, the Navis Nobilite use independent modifications of standard sanguinary technologies due to the uniqueness of the genetic code inherent to the lineage of each house. Pelek looks exhausted, but arrogant resolve bolstered his voice. And these techniques were made secret for a reason. I must respectfully decline your request, esteemed servant of the Omnissiah. You have your sacraments, or we have ours. Right, so how am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main cogitator is situated in a guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. I guess that makes sense. Why don't you just... I guess that makes sense. So you decided, descendant of the Von Valancius line. Where's your house upset the balance of power in this part of the galaxy? I will help you, if not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium. It will be an honor. Rogue Trader's aid will cost. No. Rescue your mistress, but I require that House Orcelio sign a contract with my protectorate. Yeah, I will help you not for the sake of profit, but for the good of the Imperium. Pelek nods curly. You should hurry then. We will stay here and hold the line and lick our wounds. Good luck, Rogue Trader, and may the Emperor's light be with you. Phylactery of blood. Right, okay.
The premonition runs true.
Corpses were mauled by a force far beyond any mortal capacity. Faces twisted in pain. I really wish that would last longer. That's what she said. And the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tools, scissors, and cutlery. Jump. We got everyone. Let's see if we can't activate that. Yeah. Loot the corpses. Multi-key. Shards of crystallized darkness. Fucking hell. Yeah, that sounds horrifying. Okay, right, so we need to go this way. That shit ain't gonna work. Now we push button and nothing gonna happen. Yep, power's out. Shocking. Right, I guess we jump over this shit.
Is a sacred place of the Omnissiah, who shields the rulers of this fortress against death and darkness. Why then are the Vox channels dead? And why is the air not filled with the holy binaric rhythms?
The station's lack of response to our ship's hails was already suspicious. I am no less uneasy after the Magos' words. Hands at your weapons.
Yes. I'll be damned. somebody, hang on. Damn it. The Navigator statue looks pristine and new. I really wish there was a way to see, like... Don't know what that means. Oh, that's just that. That's, okay, is there a way to see the fucking... Is there a way to see text? Right, dialogue settings. No. No, okay. Doesn't look like I can do anything about that. That's really annoying, because I've just missed whatever that said. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, protect the child! Oh, great. Oh, no. And she's out there by herself, because I tried to move the entire formation and you wouldn't. Okay. What else is supposed to be happening?
Beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
For the Emperor!
Yep, okay, you are in a lot of trouble, my dear. And you are not going for a while. Fuck's sake. Oh yeah, these initiative rolls are bollocks. Absolute horseshit. Okay. And of course, our fucking nameless soldier is kicking ass and taking names. Ah, shit. Right, go there, be ready to waste him. You go here. Me. Here. Abelard. Sort of front line, because you do. Magenta, hang on. So wrong placed. Let's start combat.
Weapon at the ready.
Yep.
I must not falter.
Dodge. You dodged out of cover, well done.
Follow my lead.
That's disastrous. You are probably gonna
My
die.
faith strengthens me.
Follow
Okay.
my lead.
Interesting. Right, yeah, you buddy, you're about to get shotgunned. Why are you... Right to maneuver. Okay, well. Let's fucking
Nothing
pace this
of
guy.
value has been lost.
Sweet. Okay, could you get around to there? Possibly. Not with 4 action points though.
Moving out.
Fucking Hector. Oh shit.
Break their morale.
Can we have a few more turns before you kill our psycho? That'd be great. That'd be lovely. Fucking hell. That is very concerning. So we can affect some of you guys' weapons from here. Not really enough. Oh, great. And she's on the floor, so she's probably not actually able to stand up. That's wonderful. Yeah, she's lost her turn because she's on the floor. She's gonna die. Because they wouldn't move in a group. Shit. That was 18 minutes ago. Great. Yeah, no, I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna reload because that is a disastrous start. That's why I had everyone selected, because I want everyone to move together so we don't get one fucking teammate going ahead by themselves and getting fucked over like that. Yeah. There we go, right. Yeah. Right, see the dress school, hands full elsewhere, mutants, some questions, drove everyone insane, tell me about your mistress, how is she still alive? Deplorable state, shit's falling apart. Why didn't you respond? Shit's broken. Enough questions. What kind of help are you talking about? Continue. Yeah. How do I remake it? Sure. Yeah. How am I supposed to power it? That makes sense. Sake of the Imperium. Cool. Right, now. Everyone, move as a group.
Over.
Yeah, they got popped up. Cool. Okay.
A void station is a sacred place, Messiah, who shields the rulers of this fortress against death and darkness. Why then are the Vox channels dead? And why is the air not filled with the holy binaric rhythms?
The station's lack of response to our ship's hails was already suspicious. I am no less uneasy after the Magos' words. Hands at your weapons.
Right. Now we're going to drop save. Now we're going to move as a group. Where are we at? 129. Is there a statue here that we investigated somewhere along the line? Yes. The Navigators statue looks pristine and new. Everyone move up. Hey guys, how's it going? Okay, maybe don't all like hang out inside each other or something. How the hell did this? There we go. Yeah.
Will be your downfall.
Right, let's try this again.
Dare cross the faithful.
Hey, we've actually got some good initiative rolls as well, because fuck you guys. Mutant Tracer, Mutant Tracer, Mutant Tracer, Mutant Tracer. Okay, works for me. Works for me. And that is just OP, apparently. Right. Idira. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Because your powers are going to be more than a problem than a help at this point in time. There. Just about gentle. Have cover. Me, of course, right at the bottom of the initiative with all of the buffs, and you can hang out here as well. Nope. Then you can hang out here as well, that's what I said. Is everyone? Yes, 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 cool, right. Start the last one. Overlord! start with.
Indeed.
Then let's get you charging this guy.
I will do my duty.
Charge that guy.
Reduce
Chop.
to dust.
Now you can chop that guy.
It will be done.
Chop. Nice. Carter. Blast.
Suits my purpose. You didn't stand a chance.
Hi guys, how's it going? That's not a problem at all. That's really rude. Okay, cool. Forward, I'll get into position. Damn it. Okay, you'll have to hang out where you are then. Maybe I've lost that guy. No, he's too far away.
Stay vigilant.
Hi there.
Just a minor setback.
That's a problem.
Weather the storm.
I've suffered worse.
Have you?
Follow my lead.
Fucking seriously. Oh, great. Abelard's on the floor. And is probably gonna lose his turn. Yeah. Shocking. Lovely. Right. You nuke them without nuking Abelard. Does he even count as a target? Yes. Shit. Did you get a line on that? No, okay. Yeah, the only thing you can do is up everyone's day, so that's not really that helpful. Don't bother with that moving either. Right, can you brain fuck him? Yes, you can. Cool.
Anything else?
So make him weak. Hey, Braden, how's it going? Heretic blasphemy. Let's get your shout up. Right, then let's get psychiatry going on you. There we go. Done. Right, I've got all these idiots who are just going to murder Abelard. Yep.
Weapon at the ready.
Dickheads.
Follow my lead.
Stop. Sergeant, can you save him without shooting him? No. Lovely. You can potentially hit two of them. Sure, that's... Concentrate fire! That is plausible. Go for it.
I'll do it.
Okay, well, you hit some of them. That'll do for now. How you doing, Braden? How's things?
I must not falter. Follow my lead.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
My faith strengthens me.
Stop. Stop.
Brace yourself,
Moving out.
Abelard.
Is Abelard even ever gonna get a fucking turn? Right. I can't even target Abelard for anything other than that. Very useful. Lovely. Hit. And I can set fire to him. Does this do damage? There's 5 energy damage, plus the target's 2 silver. How much health you got, Abelard? Quite a bit. You still haven't gone, you still haven't gone. Keep them turning blood of dark zombies. Oh, I do have toxic grenade. 8 toxic damage to anyone who enters or starts surrounding it, but I'd rather not. 10 fire damage. Fucking hell, yeah. Just targets 2 cells away. I think what we'll do is we'll do this, because Abelard should survive this. It's a bit of a stupid strategy, but is that actually going to help? Is that going to help at all? No. I don't think that's going to help. I don't know what to do. Save during combat? Yes, apparently so. 130x. Force grenade!
Not me.
Abelard! We're not saving you! Sort of. That mostly worked. Sweet. Cool, that's made a mess out of them. Fantastic. So what I think we'll do, probably
It's as good as done.
Then... Oh, twat. I didn't have enough action points to do that. I'm done. Oh well. That'll do, that's fine. Right, you. Let's have... a weapon bonus. Then let's have you shoot this motherfucker.
Running by here is of significant value.
Nice. Murdered.
Break their morale.
See? Nuke him. Yep. If Abelard wasn't already on the floor, I wouldn't have done that. Hey! He has stood. Right, now we need to be able to give him a turn, but we can figure that out in a minute. Hang on. Target against your abilities, make extra attacks. Don't cost AP. That's the problem. Have you got the ability to move after shooting? I don't think so. For wounds, you get extra machine sprint. Yeah, okay. No. Alright, what we'll do is we'll blast these two without blasting Abelard.
Nothing I can't do. Nothing of value has been lost.
Nice. Okay. So how many we still got left? We've got 1 here, and then we got 2 over there. I should have moved these there. No, I don't know. I might do. Get his run and gun, so he can get another attack. Then we'll do this. All the commander's allies also suffer no damage from allies' attacks until
All too easy.
There we go. And then we can do to shoot through you.
Nothing I can't do.
It could do worse.
Nice.
But not by much.
Brutal. Alright, that worked. Next, Indira. Right, who we got? Got this dickhead coming in from behind. Came from behind.
Will do.
Expose weakness. Let's just get a psychic shriek off, shall we? Yeah.
Was that you?
Yes. Dead. Beautiful. I should have done this for Abelard. Whoops. Oh well. Blind dagger, can you? No, too far away. Okay. And a 10. Right, who have we got remaining? That asshole and that asshole. And then we got. Oh, there's still one on the floor. Damn it! That's upsetting. Okay, right. Yes. What can we do? I'm gonna do. How many targets can you actually see? Go there, you can see two, but they're not exposed. You see two from where you are. Yes, you can. Alright, in that case, let's do heroic act, firearm master.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
And we're gonna spam shots. Let's murder this guy.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay, let's murder this guy.
As the Emperor commands, none can
Fucking
escape
exploit
the
percentage
Emperor's
is
judgment.
90. What was that? 92%. Fuck you.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Smooth. Well, you need to improve your deeds. Fucking idiot.
I'll do it.
Unbelievable. Have another shot.
Doubt is for the weak.
There you go. Unbelievable.
I'll do it.
Done with that. Right. Furious Recital. Gain a load of momentum. Cool. Let's go. Hey Kidderburn, how's it going? How goes the trading business? Well, we're currently shooting our way through the Navis Nobilite's space station. Not really done any trading today. more rogue than trader at the moment. But yeah, we're doing alright. Right, okay. Are you the only one remaining? I think you are. Can we even get someone to shoot? Probably not. We don't have enough momentum to get another Can you shoot? Can you shoot? No. Where could you shoot? Here? No. Okay. Might be time for a redeploy. Shoot from there. Okay. And I don't think we can get anyone else to shoot you from there because you're too far away. Alright, this is going to be a waste of action points, but let's go for it. Redeploy! Can you do anything useful? Not really. Yeah, you're all just too far away. It does not do what I've just done. Oh well. Oh, you can shoot from there. Really? Okay, fine.
Explorators know one route. Forward.
Killed. Beautiful. Right then. Library is full of treatises by the most distinguished scholars of the Imperium, from Astra Militarum tacticians to Adeptus Mechanicus Genitors. Right. Everyone loot together. Everyone loot together. Loads of junk. Yay! The hell? Okay. Good.
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
In his service, will they find strength and fortitude? Only thus will they turn their hearts away from the frailties that lead to heresies.
Why are we now finding nothing? I think we might have a problem. I think we might have a bug. So we'll save and reload. Most people have heard the exclamation, Jesus H. Christ, but did you know that H is for Harold? I don't think it is somehow. There we go. Cool. Yeah. Random books.
Is there money to be made?
Yes, there is. Oh,
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Making shit. Frag grenades, Ripper auto pistol. Not helpful. Mumbles incoherently. Helpful. Mutated flesh sample. A flesh sample with numerous outgrowths covered in mesh of bluish black veins. Okay. I guess that's important for reasons. Don't run off on your own, that's how we trigger fights and someone dies. Let's go and scrub it. Okay. Intercepted conversation between security officers. Tremendous honor! Yes, but the promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor, well, you're a strapping lad. You'll probably make it a cycle of 3. There's worn down better men than me. Won't you as a point if your brains turn to mush? May rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like the little shit stain that kept stealing our lure. Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out of a depressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Okay. That's not concerning at all, in the slightest. You like it? Data crypt H40ko. Sure.
Just as I planned.
Statue of the famous Calixian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon on the magnificent 23rd year of this millennium. Original. Huh. Oh, fancy. So we can either go that way, or we can go this way. Let's try going the spooky way first. See if this actually leads anywhere. Oh, we've got another door here, so. Okay. Door, we got another.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a challenge.
Okay. So we do that. Fine. Mars pattern sword, 8 to 13. Interesting. Noble silk gloves. Wear against +5 bonus persuasion. We've got tech gloves here. Operator's gloves, yeah. Actually, you should probably have. Where are the sniper's gloves? Sniper gloves. +5 damage, +5% critical hit chance on single shot deadeye shots. Yeah, no, you should have them. My tech skill is hilariously good, so just don't worry about it. Then you. We might want to give it to you. I'm a tap, fell asleep. Hang on a sec. Come on. Wakey wakey. Harold be thy name, no. I don't think so. That's not the weapon I wanted you to exchange, idiot. There we go. Not sure why that made a fleshy noise. Okay. Cool. Mars pattern sword. Is that better than mine? 15% armor pen. Deal plus 25% crit damage. Don't really use it, that's the thing. Might give it to her. Just seems right that she should have a chainsword. Right, what did I use? I used a force grenade. That force grenade was pretty fucking useful. It just knocked everyone on the floor. And because Abelard was already on the floor, it didn't matter. Right, we've got some more incendiary grenades, we've got some more gas grenades as well. Do you want to give you probably just want more basic bitch frag grenades for you, honestly, because you've got bonuses for your blast area effect attacks. 6 to 11, 8 to 10, that's got a much higher average. Harsh shove. Yeah, that's better. That. Hey, the gentle jester, how's it going? Good afternoon. Get killed in elite, you respawn again, have the opportunity to rebuy your ship. Yes. Let's get gentle jester, shout out. Unfortunately, I'm kind of close to wrapping up, but I appreciate you dropping by. Right. No one's got bolt proficiency, I don't think, so there's any reason to take that, because shotgun is winning. Right, okay. Thanks for the shout out, no worries. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Yeah, doing alright, thanks. Things been going good. How has your day been? How have you been?
Keep your wits about you.
Protect the child. Oh no. Are you going to be a problem here? Ha! That works. Garbage. Cool. Okay, 100%. Deep cut extends across mutant's throat. and the Holy Aquila has been carved into their forehead. Traitors are often executed in this way. Okay, so we got possible friendlies somewhere. One. Okay, so we got another data crypt. Interesting.
I always have a backup plan.
What happens if you, for whatever reason, die in the absolute nowhere of space? Like, okay, and he's 10,000 plus light years in the dark, for instance. Oh, then the rescue corps come and get you. Even though that doesn't really make sense, I know. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide a sample of his skin growths so we could study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Navis Nobilite. Just as we thought, Navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. I must rely on the organ. I must ready the organ extraction equipment. Oh dear. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea. Bloody hell. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised. I am lucky to still have my head on my shoulders after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. All of the data related to the experiment are recorded in data crypts, the first one that we got. I'll get back to them later once I'm done with the experiment. This one. Have I mentioned that the chunk of meteorite found by Keeper Felix subjects is completely useless? Although its shining granules could be used to make new paints for the child. Yes, I think I'm going to do exactly that. That's not concerning at all. Just like the constant rumbling of the ship station isn't concerning. Rough, bloody sketch. Crumpled sheet of paper with a drawing of a tall woman and a dark-eyed monster, painted with fresh blood. Lovely! Everybody group up.
My success is an irrefutable
Rise to the
certainty.
top, or get left in the dust.
Root.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Cool. Random junk. Junk, incendiary grenades, long las. Ooh. 14 to 20. Yeah, we'll definitely keep that. And random junk. Cool. Is that better than the sniper rifle we just gave you, buddy? What do we got? Yes. Massively so. Okay. Then do I take one? What's your slide out? Bolter. Fires, step one, yeah, that's not great. And she's built for area effect. 12 to 18, 12 to 16, okay, that's worse. And that'll be same for that. Okay, we'll keep hold of that, but actually put that into cargo, put that into cargo. Put that into cargo. Still not sure about that. Yeah, I think that is probably better. Usually you remove all the effects on them, just in case they have an effect on them. I think that's probably better, yeah. Requires Iconoclast, so if we've got someone who can actually wear that. Probably not. aside from myself. Like the heroism or +5 fellowship. There we go. Sure. And then that can go. Yeah, I can go to storage. There we go. Cool. Righty. Is it around the door this way, or are we?
Is there money to be made?
Is it the door this way? This looks cogitatory. Awaken the cogitator spirit. Cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Pascal. The tech priest's Vox systems emit a binary trill, and his mechadendrites start furiously lashing at the air. I am recording blasphemy. The person found guilty of such cruelty to a noble mechanism must be sentenced to immediate destruction. Awaken the cogitator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen at the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator system. Request data on the station's navigators. After a brief pause, the data appears on the vid screen. Felek, Orcelio, location main hall, status alive. Theobald, upper chamber status alive. Oh shit. Calamari, Orcelio, location, so they're deceased. Alexis, Orcelio, location, low levels, deceased. Status deceased. Okay, so the guy who did all of this is still alive. That's a problem. The child, location, upper chambers, biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress level exceeds the permissible limit, status unknown error. Attention, calming procedure advised. Attention, upper chambers inaccessible, error. Control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact station keeper at Navis Laboratorium Custodian. Okay, examine the log. The archive data stored on the cogitator's local data crypt is partially corrupted. You still managed to access residual logs for examination. Vox log, whatever. The Vox recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The tech priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back. The officer's speech is interrupted by shouting, and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to an explosive decompression in the living quarters. We have located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is Captain speaking. We have attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. The rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor. You hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. Okay. Examine recent entries of incident log. Report X880. Originator classified. Date classified. And servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. Why is the fucking child? Report X886. Classified. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainees' resistance to the child's powers. Report X891. Originator classified. Data expunged. Okay. Docking log. Log is almost completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the latest entry. Identity confirmed. Region Antonio Orcelio. Date of visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Date of departure classified. Okay. Security and life support logs. Yellow lights above the control panel flicker to life, and a singular repeating message streams down the vidscreen. Warning, damaged technical compartments A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning, living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning, unable to access station's docking system. Warning, energy regulation system unknown error. This station will transfer over to emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Warning. Pascal casts a brief glance at the vid screen and speaks dryly. The imminent demise of this void station is affirmed. The damage to its core infrastructure has reached critical mass, at which point further degradation has commenced in a cascading configuration. View encrypted data. Something buzzes in the cogitator's metallic gut. Several red lumens light up above the vid screen. Required access level, security captain or above. Current access level, CD security. Tech use. Yeah, break that. Tech use succeeded. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on Sacred Machine. Cogitator's overloaded processors were unhappy. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the Purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in Machine Spirit's consciousness now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child, delete, pick flow, disable, access code, annul station controls, delete, activate, shuttle self-destruct, purge command log. Okay. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning the security system has been recently reconfigured without its knowledge. Its comment reads, only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper Theobald has not left the child's side. Neither have I. Could it be that? Okay. This is a available command. Right. Call Rykad Minoris for help. There's no point. Switch on the main chamber controls. Cogs within the sacred mechanism softly start turning with heavy grinding and clacking. Tired machine spirits grant you access to the station control, or at least pass it still obey the cogitator. Open all doors on the level. That's probably a really bad idea. No, don't do that. That could depressurize the entire fucking station. Main elevator controls. Few manipulations of the switches, you realise the elevator to the upper train is blocked. Activate the elevator. Process inquiry confirmed. Okay. So is that now working? Okay, power's been restored, but we need to get the control rod sorted. So, separate from the cogitator. You thank machine spirits and reset the operating protocol. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Right then, I suppose the next direction we need to go in is that way, because there's a door over here. There might be. No. Cool. Alright, then let's get everyone over here. Too many voices, I can hear the rage. Oh dear. Oh no. Wow. That ain't good. That's not good at all. However, we're going to leave that problem for next time, because I'm going to save, and we're going to call it a day. So, very interesting, very interesting. A lot of interesting things. We've done pretty well today, I think. We've quelled the riot / rebellion on the prison planet. We were able to rescue Evane, however you pronounce his name, Winterscale, which is good. He's a bit fucked up, but he isn't dead. That's the important part. And yeah, we've found that all chaos has got loose on the Navigators space station, and yeah, literal hell has broken loose. But yeah, we will continue pushing forwards. Yeah, I think we're doing alright. Oh, you have do you want an Asp Explorer instead of a Diamondback? The average jump range is 4 or 5 light. Yes, but complete range with full load, fuel is 1 twice. You probably want the Asp Explorer. I don't know, might be better. Anyway, sorry, it's getting to sleepy time. So, what's happening tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Mech Tactical Thursday. So, tomorrow at 1000 hours GMT plus 1, I should be streaming some MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. Then at 1800 hours GMT plus 1 tomorrow, I shall be playing some more gently modded HPS Battletech. So hopefully catch it one of those. Until then, I hope everyone watching has had fun. I hope everyone watching in the future has had fun. I appreciate all of you. I've had fun. I think all that's left to say is, you've been watching Gaming. My name is Bill. I'm the angry autistic asshole. Like, comment, subscribe, run around screaming turn notifications on, otherwise I'm just screaming at myself in the dark, and that's just kind of boring and lonely. It's much more fun with more people in the dark screaming, so get on in here and get screaming. I have a Patreon, PayPal, Throne, and Steam wishlist. If you wish to support this mess, that'd be greatly appreciated. And I have a Discord server and Facebook page where I announce what I'm going to be streaming and when, so be sure to keep an eye on them. Links to all those things are in the link that I've posted in the chat, so do be sure to check them out. And until next time, let's find someone to raid. Is anyone playing anything even vaguely related? I think that might be a no. What do we got? 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 Desperados. That might be relevant, maybe? Or what are you playing? Oh, I think you're playing, what are you playing? What are you playing? What you playing? What you playing? You're playing Space Marine 2. How about we raid? I don't know who to raid. I'm being dumb. Let's see, who we got, who we got, who we got. You know, this is close enough, and he's a good friend. Now, we shall raid Bear Anderson, because he's cool and he's playing HPS Battletech. That was the wrong button. Anderson, there we go. So, we do have raid messages, which I'm going to chuck into the chat. Buller's painting, which is a little bit out of what we're up to. I haven't raided him for a while. I think we'll still raid Bear Anderson. So, yeah, if you are not a subscriber, please copy that raid message. If you are a subscriber, please copy that raid message. We're going to throw that in Bear Anderson's chat, crash the party, announce our glorious arrival. You know how it goes. So, let's get the raid going. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, bye bye.